Hey everyone, welcome to Review by George, and today I am reviewing a 2-in-1 air blower and vacuum by Koonie. I found this on Amazon and it's currently going for $69.99. I'll put a link in the description for this item. It is not an affiliate link, so I do not get paid for it. It's just there for your convenience. And let's get the measurements and weight out of the way. Just hit pause on this screen to view it a little longer. And this is a rechargeable one, and it has your standard Android connection. So I basically got this thing to use as a blower because I think I can save money by not buying so much canned air. Also, I need more junk to put on my shelves. It comes with two attachments, one for the vacuum and one for the blower. And opening the vacuum chamber area is pretty easy. You just twist and pull. And inside is supposed to be a HEPA filter. I'm not sure if it is officially a HEPA filter or not, and I haven't really found a link to where I can get more of these HEPA filters for this particular size. If for some reason you know where to find one, you can leave a comment below. I was initially looking just for a blower, but I saw this, and why not just get a blower and a vacuum at the same time? I actually have other vacuums, like I have a dustbuster that has a larger capacity, but this seems small enough that I can leave it in my glove box and kind of use it as a convenient small vacuum for maybe a little bit of sand or dust or something that would be tedious to clean by hand. So there are two settings on this blower. There is a low setting and a high setting. And just to compare it to a 2.5 horsepower shop vac, I connected the blower of that shop vac and pointed it to this wind meter. And this wind meter actually maxes out at 92 miles per hour. I found out later on that if you extend that blower nozzle, that the suction on the vacuum gets stronger, which makes sense because that is actually the exhaust part of the vacuum. So here I got a few things to vacuum up and blow away, and unfortunately I didn't realize that I should have extended the nozzle when I vacuumed these items up, so it might have had a different result. But either way, this is something I probably wouldn't use to vacuum very often and vacuum very much. I mainly will use this as a blower. And here we're just going to try some regular white rice. I think if I extended that blower nozzle, it would have sucked up more rice just through that regular opening. You can see how easy it is to empty out that chamber. Here I go ahead and put the vacuum attachment on the end. And it sucks it up a lot better that way. And now we're going to use the blower to blow the rice. And again, I will always use the blower at its highest setting. And just like my hopes and dreams, this thing blows the rice away fairly easy. And here I went ahead and swept up some sawdust, and you can see the rice that I blew away earlier. And although this thing doesn't suck as much as my life does, it does suck all that sawdust up pretty easily. And of course it blows away all that sawdust with no problem. And here I'm going to test some small pebbles. And without the attachment, it's not going to pick up those small pebbles, but with the attachment, it definitely sucks items a lot better. And just as fast as I blow my whole paycheck on Amazon, this thing blows these pebbles away quite well. And here I got some sand. And it was able to suck up pretty much all the sand except for maybe a few little pebbles. And I just put the attachment on and off it goes. And here I went ahead and dusted off that HEPA filter just to keep it clean between emptying the vacuum chamber. And of course it blows away sand without any problems. And now we're going to try some powder. Here I have some cornstarch, and let's see how well this vacuums up very fine powder. And it doesn't really vacuum up very well, and I don't know if the powder is just too compact. But then I put the attachment on along with the brush, and it seems to pick up most of it. I found out that if you vacuum up fine powder, it starts to clog up the HEPA filter and reduces the vacuum suction quite a bit. So now I have the task of emptying out the vacuum chamber of very fine powder. And so now on the highest setting, it blows the powder with no problem. It does leave a little bit. And I also tested the blower to see if it would blow up a balloon. And this is a standard 8-inch balloon, which it does not really blow it up. It doesn't have the pressure to blow it up. It has the velocity to blow more than 92 miles per hour, but it doesn't have the power or the pressure to blow up a standard balloon. So if you're in the market for a blower and you kind of want a small cordless vacuum that vacuums up little tiny small items, I would recommend this little unit. It's very simple to use. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's only one button, and you press it once for the low setting, press it twice for the high setting. And I would always extend that blower nozzle if you're going to use the vacuum so that it has a little more powerful suction. And I would always use the highest setting for the blower. And these attachments actually help a lot, especially with the brushes, to loosen up whatever it is that's attached to the surface. And it just looks like your standard handheld vacuum, just a little smaller. It is comparable to most vacuum blowers out there. There are obviously other brands and vendors, and I usually base my purchases off of how many stars there are on the reviews as compared to how many reviewed it. So this one just happened to have 4.5 stars, something like 600 reviews, as opposed to all the other ones had lower reviews and probably the same amount of stars. So I went ahead with this one. I believe there are cheaper ones out there, but they didn't have reviews on them or very many reviews. And there are other units out there that are just blowers. And this one in particular said 60,000 RPMs, as opposed to some of the blowers I looked at, which had some lower RPMs. So as far as vacuum and blower, this one seemed to have a good balance of blower and vacuum RPMs. And I can't really say anything I don't like about this unit, other than I wish it would blow away my problems. This little unit is pretty handy. Anyway, that is my review of the 2-in-1 air blower and vacuum by Koonie, and I'm going to go ahead and give this 5 stars. If you found this video helpful, please like this video or leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. You never know, I might be reviewing an item that you might find useful or want to give as a gift someday. And take care, and we'll see you next time.